and let's say their parents still have the family home,
Right.
and you can't afford rent, okay? You've lost your own home.
Yep.
Because you can't afford to pay the mortgage anymore. You were out of work for a while, whatever the case may be, and you're forced to move back home.
Yeah, well, that's what happened to me. I mean, it's sadly to say, that's happened to me. And not just me, a lot of my friends that just moved back into the parents' home because you can't afford that whatever $3,000-4,000 a month mortgage or whatever's rent, and you have to go back home.
It winds up being cost-effective for the parents and cost-effective for the adult child who may have a family, okay, because whatever you would be giving your parents to help offset expenses because now they have an additional 2, 3, or 4 people living in the home.
Exactly right. They'll chip in.
It makes it a little bit easier for them.
But
let's face it. You still have the same family dynamic. Okay, as far as the privacy goes down,
that goes down, right? But
let's just say if you and your wife wanted to entertain friends, you still have the feeling that it's not your house,
right?
And you have to clear it with your folks. Is it going to be okay? Not having been in that, well, I was once. After I had gotten divorced, okay, I moved back in with my folks, and my parents were very understanding. First of all, it was just me, okay, and my dad said, just do me a favor and let me know if you're going to be home for dinner or if you're going to be coming home that
Mark,
night.
I can totally relate to you.
Because my parents were really very understanding about that. Here I was in my 30s, okay. They didn't ask me where I was going, what I was doing. The only thing they wanted to know is, should we cook a little bit more and keep it warm for you, or are you going to be home tonight so that if somebody comes in at 3 or 4 in the morning, they're not excited by the door opening up,
Oh, Jesus, Mark, you and I have a lot in common. I got the same thing with my parents. How much should I make? What do you want for dinner?
Listen,
there are many more of us like that, believe me.
Mark, what's very scary, a whole other topic change, is this family thing because my neighborhood, my parents' neighborhood, I should say, is changing. All the Indians, I hope I can say this without anyone yelling on your radio, but Indians, Chinese, they'll live together. They got 10 people living in a home. They're just all living together, chipping in and paying the bills and whatnot. It's happening all over the place.
Well, I'll tell you, if nothing else, it makes for a stable neighborhood.
No, great people, great neighborhood.
If they're all members of the same family, okay, and they're not like boarders or whatever the case may be, at least it's making a stable neighborhood for your folks and for you.
But they brought something to our neighbor. Just us learning now how bad things gotten. The economics that we have to learn to do the same thing they're doing now because they're doing it to us. So they can live across the street. I got like 7 people, nothing. They're nice people, family. It's not like renting out a house. They live all together. Brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles.
Well, now you know why Dan, I took this job at the radio station here with Felix. I needed the money. He promised me money, and he's given me nothing.
Jesus.
Promise anything but give her...
Arpege, it used to be. The old commercial. What can I say? But you'd be surprised how many people are in situations like this.
Oh, it's horrible. No one to talk about. I'm talking about you guys, but it's bad.
And originally, when I had gotten divorced, I moved in with my sister and her husband. Right. Okay, they had just had their first baby. They had an apartment. They were living in a 2-family house. As soon as the landlord got wind of the fact that I was a regular sleeping there and not just an occasional sleeper, they were going to hit them up for a raise.
Right.
In rent. So that's when I moved out and I moved in with my parents. Because I had a steady job, but with all the expenses and everything, I couldn't afford to have an apartment of my own and pay rent.
Okay.
Here he is.
I
He's got
brought
the
this-
information.
This is for an individual because I originally filled it out for
But
myself.
people will get the idea.
Okay. This is a silver plan, which is.
It's one step above bronze.
Okay. This is $400 a month per person. Okay, let's see if they can explain to us a little bit what it is. Okay. Okay. You got the looks like medical deductible. Not sure how that works because it says 4,000 maximum out of pocket 5,500 11 or 11,000.
That would be for probably two people, like a husband and wife.
Oh, well, no, but this was supposed to be only for one person. Oh, let's see what. Okay, I'm trying to. Primary care visit, 30. Specialist, 50. Outpatient surgery, 100. This is all the money you have to pay. For emergency services, you have to pay $150 towards an ambulance.
I know.
$150 for emergency room service.
Okay, but emergency rooms can charge $300 and $400.
But you're still
Yeah.
paying $150. It's a lot of money. $70 for urgent care, hospitalization. You have to pay $100 a day,
Wow.
and delivery and all inpatient services for maternity care, $1,500. You have to pay copay for stay, inpatient hospital services, $1,500. Skilled nursing facility, $1,500 per stay. I mean, there's a lot of money to lay out. It's not like the old plans. Prescriptions, not bad. $10 for generic, $30 for preferred, $70 for, I guess, non-preferred. Other services.
What are you looking at? What health plan is that?
This is one of the actually this is an Empire Blue
Okay.
Empire. I think it's one of the better plans around. I believe they're a little more open. You're right. This is a person, and that's per family. And Empire, they keep coming out with more plans every day. So
I
you
know.
apply
That's
for
why. I
one,
think Obama.
and then the
really,
next day there's a new plan.
Yeah, no, Obama. Look, I know the intentions are right, but it doesn't make any sense.
But you know something, Dan? You have to give him credit because he said, listen, he said he's willing to sit down with the other side to discuss these things, let them forward their own plan, and let them come to some meeting of the minds.
Right.
But so far, the other side has no plan to offer. You know, their plan supposedly is everybody does their own thing. You go out there and you get your own insurance. You know, there is no group rate or anything. You go find the best plan for you. That's their answer.
Now the gold plan doesn't seem too bad. It averages $642 with United Healthcare it's a silver plan, $642. What we just read, which is not a great plan to start off with, and they're charging $642 for a individual. Then you have some of the the companies you never heard of, like Health Republic, Oscar. They're charging.
Yeah, look, it's the Oscar and Felix insurance company. Felix.
Here we go. Let's go look at an Oscar Gold. It's $400.
Sounds like you're discussing marijuana.
$486. Well, what's happening? It looks like the insurance companies are coming up with new plans every day because Every time you turn around, you look, it has new plans.
Recipe.
Well, an Oscar,
Yeah.
Oscar's plan, whatever that is. Oh,
I think of The Odd Couple when you say that.
no, I'm not selecting it.
Oscar,
me.
Oscar, Oscar.
They got me already selecting it. They want me to start paying for it. Okay, Oscar plan, which is almost $500.
Now, which is this? The bronze?
No, this is the wrong one. This
It says
is
bronze.
No, I know. I said I picked the wrong one. Anybody listening to us ramble, I apologize, but this is not the easiest thing to do because
No, to me it seems very difficult to navigate, which is one reason why I'm glad I don't have to navigate through this.
Speaking of
it
navigating,
is.
now,
I'm just
Yeah.
trying to find the gold plan, silver gold. Let me see.
My wife will tell you I couldn't navigate myself out of a paper bag, you know. But I guess that's typical. You know, that's why they married us, so they have somebody to pick on.
Okay, here we go. We're back to the Oscar gold.
Okay.
View details. Okay.
Take this down, folks, if you're listening.
And you know what? There are no details for the plan. Every
I
time
know
you go
it.
for the
It's a
Oscar,
frustrating
nothing comes out. Let's go back and try it again. Where are you, Oscar? Here you go. View details. Am I right? Yes, I am. They don't want to give me any details. Oscar's not coming
For the
out.
first time, I saw the most
Maybe
fascinating.
because it's a new plan, they don't have information on. Let's go with this other Oscar plan, but it's also gold. And it's also new, so they probably have no information on it. It's great to have plans you don't know what you're paying for.
But that's as of December 1st. Supposedly changes have been made.
So the changes have been. All right, let's go look at a gold from North Shore
LIJ.
LIJ. Now, so right now you got to go to their doctors, I assume. Okay. The plan gets. Again, I don't think they want to give any kind of information about these plans. Because they're new. Anytime anything says new, I think they're just not going to come across with any information because nobody's put them in yet. And everything now seems like new plans. Let's go with the gold from
Well, I will say, though, that,
Empire.
you know, they set up a star system, and none of them get more than 2 stars. So, I mean, it's just ordinary.
No, here
Nothing
you go.
out of the...
Fidelity Care for their gold gets 3 stars. There for the gold plan, they get 3 gold stars. So let's go see if we can get any information on them. This is the other problem with these sites. They don't exactly come up with information like they're supposed to.
No, you're back to the same place.
Yeah, they give you no information. Maybe if I do it over here. They say they give you view information and they don't give you any details. View details, you get no details. Frustration of the plan of this, and this is New York State site, which is much better than the government's. It's been working more regularly, even though I haven't had no luck. I've been on it for 2 weeks and I can't get past this step. And I don't think I'm just following the directions. View detail. Now, if I want to select a plan, it's going to let me select right away. Yeah, plan selected. Plan selection. They're telling me I can pay my money now, but they won't tell me what the plan is.
I know, it's very frustrating.
How do you know what you're buying when you can't get information?
I know.
If anybody who's a politician from either side, explain to me.
I know.
Well,
What does this mean?
according to my friend, who doesn't like to admit that he's a Republican leaning toward Tea Party,
Yeah.
but he likes to quote Nancy Pelosi by saying, if you want to know what's in the bill, you have to vote for it first.
I don't like
So